Eric Michael Summerer, World of Tanks Rush. It's finally happened. One of our most popular online games has been made available without an internet connection. From now on, any table will be a decent battleground for furious tank assaults, as Hobby World has published a new board game named World of Tanks Rush. This small box contains all the components for 2 to 5 players to plan and to commence armored rushes across a table round by round. So take charge of a tank division, form up the storm units, lead them toward enemy bases, don't forget to defend your own bases, and earn honor medals for the most prominent feats of commanding. World of Tanks Rush employs the very same artists who had made the online tank fights so vivid and true. Also, the board game inherited the established glossary and some other traits of the online ancestor, so the game won't be absolutely new for seasoned online fighters. Now, let me tell you about the gameplay. The goal of the game is to earn as many medals as possible by the end of the game. Medals are awarded for destroyed enemy vehicles, captured enemy bases, and completed special achievements. A game is fully prepared once the cards are arranged in the game zone as shown. The central place is for a vehicle deck. Reveal 4 topmost vehicle cards and lay them in a row as a common reserve. It will be refreshed each turn. The players will use cards of the vehicle deck to gather their tank units. Next, there is a row of achievement cards. There should be 1 achievement card per player, plus 1 additional card in that row. Today, there's 3 players, so we have 3 plus 1 achievement cards. Achievements are described in detail in the rulebook. For now, just note that any achievement grants you 5 medals. Here, we've placed medal decks, 1 for each country lending its tanks for our battles: USSR, Germany, France, and the USA. Medals are awarded for destroyed enemy vehicles, either a single medal for each disabled vehicle, or double if a player was skilled enough to destroy 2 tanks in one assault. By the edge of the table, the graveyard card is situated. Here you may discard any card you have no use for. Once a card has been discarded to the graveyard, it stays there till the end of the game. Each player starts a game with 3 base cards at his or her disposal. It is highly important to keep them safe, as any captured base provides an enemy with 3 medals, so you should keep some of your tanks at your bases. Also, each player has a set of 6 starting cards, so-called the barracks. There are 4 engineers cards, a technician's card, and a volunteer's card in the starting set. Their purpose is to help you in obtaining vehicles and making up your fighting units. Before the game, put these cards face down in a stack near you. This stack is your garage, and cards in it should always be concealed. On your turn, you will take 3 cards from the garage into your hand to use them for certain actions during a turn. Leave a free place beside the garage for the depot. Here, you will keep cards played during your previous turns. You may inspect your depot at any time. Also, there is a double-sided memo card for each player, describing special abilities of cards. We'll discuss them a bit later. Finally, there is the first player's card, marking a player who takes his or her turn first. To determine the first player, you may use any method. For instance, give it to the player who took part in an online WOT match most recently. Now that cards are arranged, let the war begin. World of Tanks Rush is a deck-building game which rates highly your skill of smart selection of troops and auxiliaries to bring the enemies to the most utter defeat they've ever seen. On your turn, you will consecutively execute the following actions: repair damage, if any, put down the cards, play cards from your hand, refresh the reserve, and draw new cards into your hand from your garage. How do you play cards from your hand? First, you may use them to purchase new vehicle cards. You pay for a vehicle with resources, amounts of which are shown in the right bottom corner of most cards. The resource cost of a vehicle card is shown in its left bottom corner. Second, you may use the card's ability. You'll see its icon in the middle of a card's bottom section. There are many different abilities, and their descriptions are gathered on the double-sided memo card. Third, you may commence an assault with the cards from your hand to strike enemy vehicles or to storm an enemy base. Once you feel confident and strong, charge the enemy. Each vehicle has a power value, and it should be higher than 0 for that card to be able to attack. Before storming a base, designate your attacking vehicles. If you have only light or medium tanks or SPG available, you must designate at least 2 vehicles to storm a base, as it has a default armor value of 2. And only a heavy tank, look for a special icon, is able to destroy an enemy base solo. It is important to remember that for one separate attack, you may designate vehicles of only one nation. It is not possible to bring to the same assault Soviet and American tanks. After a successful storm, the destroyed base should be placed into the attacker's depot, who, by the way, is awarded with 3 medals. Note that you may only attack once in a turn. If an enemy base is defended by enemy vehicles, first you should deal with them. Trying to neutralize the defense, you should check the armor value of a defending vehicle. If it is less than or equal to the power value of your attacking vehicle, the defending vehicle is destroyed. Its owner takes it to his or her warehouse. Otherwise, the defending vehicle is damaged. Turn its card sideways. If there is another attacking vehicle in the same assault, it has all chances to destroy the damaged vehicle. Such a success is awarded with a medal of the nation that provided tanks for an assault. How can you defend your own base? Just choose a vehicle with armor value more than 0 which hasn't been used in purchases and attacks in the current turn, and put it over the base card you'd like to protect. Many vehicle and barracks cards have icons of special abilities. They may be used for plenty of purposes. They may give you new unit options, support your vehicles in an attack, clear your garage of useless trash, sabotage enemy forces, and so on. After resolving its ability, the card, depending on its type or rules, is put into its owner's warehouse, discarded to the graveyard, or sent to base defense. Look for the description of each ability on the reference card. A game is over in the round when either any player lost all 3 bases or any medal deck runs out of single medals. The game continues till the end of the current round. Then, all the players sum up their deserved medals for destroyed vehicles, captured bases, and achievements. The most decorated player who collected more medals than any opponent becomes the champion of Rush, Grand Panzer Commander, and so on. The creative team behind World of Tanks Rush has designed the game encouraging aggressive combat style. So you're not going to get medals for unbreakable defense. Hundreds of thousands of users throughout the world are fond of the original online game. And we believe you will like its card incarnation just as much. More details you'll find on the pages of the colorful instruction manual. Moreover, Tabletop World of Tanks protects your eyes from harm of hours of staring into your display. Long story short, free some time, gather your tank-loving buddies, deal the cards, and charge for the glory.